and have to be a little bit careful of these, or actually a lot careful because they're really squirrely. Oh, there goes one. Okay, you guys, I know you're here on the channel looking for snakes. Today is that day. I don't know if you recognize any of this stuff going on behind me, but this is all from our friend that runs the fish pond. So basically what happens is every so often they drain one of the fish ponds to harvest all the fish. They usually save that event for a time when I'm here because they know I really enjoy it. It's just a really wonderful opportunity to actually kind of survey all the different fish that are living in this area. And what comes along with that, you just never know. Amphibians, snakes, crabs, all kinds of crazy stuff, shrimp and everything. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get this video done before the cows get here. They're coming down the road. But anyway, so what's gonna happen, he brought his pump. They're gonna start pumping the water out, and probably in about 3 hours or so, the water's gonna be down low, and we're gonna go in there with nets and we're gonna harvest all the fish. You're gonna see some pretty interesting stuff, at least I know I will. I recognize a lot of the fish from back in the days when I worked at a pet store. So anyway, this guy brought a crate this morning, a Malayan crate. We're gonna give you guys a look at that. All right, so for those of you that watch the channel, watch all my videos, I'm always saying it, people are always just coming by and dropping off snakes. This one's never been dropped off here before. I've only seen one of these out here in the past. This is a Malayan crate. This is not like the more common banded crate. They do not get as big, and see how it acts. Have to be very, very careful with all of these crates. Depending on what place you get your information from, this is considered the third most toxic venomous snake in the world. Without treatment, pretty much a bite from this is going to be fatal, and with treatment you're still looking at about 50%. But it's a very beautiful snake. They're a little bit lighter weight. They're not as bulky as the regular crate. And they're out here in these rice farms, and you know, they're eating all the natural stuff that's out here. Frogs, probably other snakes, different kinds of other reptiles and things. I'm assuming they probably eat eggs, reptile eggs and that sort of thing. But like I said, just have to be very careful with this snake. It's a very, very toxic animal, but it's very, very pretty, and I always love seeing these snakes that are not so common out here. They may be common, but they're not commonly seen. Now, kraits, a lot of times, they're nocturnal, of course, so at night they act a lot differently. They're really in their element at night, and they're super aggressive. During the daytime, the kraits are usually somewhat placid, but still, I'm not going to take any chances with this guy. They're very, very strange to handle. They can be very, very rambunctious and very unpredictable snakes. So I want to enjoy my vacation, so I am not going to get too deep into it. All right, Malayan crate. See what I told you guys, the longer I sit out here, the more the snakes keep coming. Now we have a regular banded crate. So we will get this one out and show you guys, give you a closer look. So I don't know how much of the previous impromptu video is going to actually be watchable, because there was a lot of stuff going on with those 2 additional crates that were brought. But we walked those 2 snakes in addition to the Malayan crate. We're going to let them go here, kind of an isolated area. It's got access to water. The crates love water. So they actually love mud and kind of standing water. They're not really aquatic, I wouldn't say, but we always find them near like muddy areas and standing water and that. So this is a good spot to release. Curious to see if it's going to go into the water or back towards my feet. All right, so these two banded kraits came into this fish trap. I actually see a little catfish that's in here, so clearly that's what they did. They went in to eat the fish and then they got stuck in here. So here is the bigger of the two, pretty good size, and have to be a little bit careful of these, or actually a lot careful because they're really squirrely. Oh, there goes one. I had a feeling that was going to happen. All right, so that one is straight off in the water. This one likely will do the same. But we are going to get a couple still photos first. This is the bigger of the two. All right. And we like to release these guys away from people. They're really good around here not killing snakes, at least when I'm here anyway, because they know that I enjoy interacting with them and I always release them far away from everybody. So, all right, this is the morning of kraits. Actually, these are not super common to find out here. I've had a lot of trips out here looking for these and not seeing them at all. Now this morning I had 3 already dropped off to me, so we'll see what that translates to later on this week as we get out and start trekking around in the forest at night and see what we can come up with.